So, how do you solve for B? So what's the first thing you want to get rid of? I'm looking for answers here. What's the first thing you want to get rid of? That multiplication by 2 that's outside the bracket, right? Because technically, I want to do whatever's inside the bracket first, then square, then multiply by 2, right? So the first thing that I want to get rid of is the multiplication by 2. To bring this over, it becomes division. N equals to brackets b over 2 minus n squared. Then what do I have to do? Get rid of the exponent. By getting rid of the square, you square root. Yes? So you square root, so that's going to be square root of c over 2. You see that my square root is long enough to cover both the c and the 2. Equals to b over 2. There's no two questions like each other. You guys have to understand that. You have to understand depending on what the format of the question. Now what's next that I have to get rid of? The n, right? The subtraction of n. So you're going to bring it over, and it's going to become plus n, but it's going to be outside the square root because I've already done the square root operation, b over 2. So one more thing to get rid of, which is the division by 2. So to bring it over, it becomes multiplication by 2, right? Remember that everything on this side right now is multiplied by 2. So because everything is multiplied by 2, I have to do the bracket. Yes? Okay, let's read the next question. To convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, the formula C equals to 5 bracket F minus 32 bracket divided by 9 is used to determine a formula, Determine a formula to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius by isolating for F. So I have to isolate for F. I have to leave F by itself, bring everything over to the left side. What's the first thing you want to get rid of? The division by 9. Because that division is all over the equation, right? You want to get rid of it first. So to get rid of the division, it becomes a multiplication. So it's going to be 9c equals to 5f minus 32. Are we okay with that so far? What's next? Guys, let's go back and look here. If I want to do bed mass, what's the first thing you need to solve for? What's the first thing you need to put together? The brackets, right? So that's the first thing. Then you do the bracket times the 5. Then you do the multiplication, right? Then you do the division, yes? Now, I'm moving backward. So instead of step 3, that's going to be my step 1 to get rid of. Yes? So that's going to be my step 1 to get rid of. Where's my step 2 to get rid of? Is the 5. So that's my step 2. And then this is going to be my step 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Right? Now I have to move backward. So I have to go 3, 2, 1. 1 I'm getting rid of. So I got rid of the 9. Now I have to get rid of the 5. 5 is multiplied by the bracket. By me bringing it over, it's going to become a division. So it's 9c divided by 5 equals to f minus 32. Then I have to bring over the negative 32. What does it become when I bring it over? plus, so it's going to be plus 32 equals F. The area A of a circle with radius r is given by A equals pi r to determine the radius of a circular oil spill that covers an area of 5 kilometers squared. So what am I solving for? R, knowing what? Knowing A, right? So I can plug in the A, the 5 into the A. And I have to isolate for R. What do you do first? Divide by pi, yes. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring the pi over. It becomes 5 divided by pi equals r squared. Then what do you do to find r? Square root. So that's going to be square root of 5 over pi. Guys, make sure that when you do that, you put bracket, okay, in the calculator, or find 5 over pi first, and then do the square root, and then that equals to r. What do you guys get for this? Put it in the calculator, because I don't want you to get to the test and not knowing if you're doing it right or wrong. What did you get? It's 5 divided by pi. 1.3, yeah. And then it's going to be in kilometer, because my area is in kilometers squared. So that's going to be in kilometer. And then we're going to have to say, therefore, the radius is 1.3 kilometer.